Welcome back to another video installment of ECIO. This is an introductory video to using ECIO, scoring model functionality for staff performance reviews, as well as project, program, and portfolio scoring or ranking valuations. It can also be used in the case of requirements and change management. The value proposition is that we can track performance action items, day-to-day results for performance. Rather than waiting until the yearly reviews and missing targets, you can pre-establish and understand your goals, objectives, and how they may link to organizational or corporate goals, KPIs alike. We'll also show you how it can link into the balanced scorecard and how Delphi techniques can be also incorporated. Part of the value is you can save these results for future lessons learned, especially if you're using or you're involved in the agile world, and look at how you're ranking. We can also incorporate 360, 720 input into the process. So we'll go through and illustrate some of that for you. The first thing we'll do is we'll bring up and we'll do a search on our scoring models. We've got some that's already been pre-established in our back end here, the development one that we've used. So these are some of the items, different ones that you can kind of incorporate, use. Double up story points, as we mentioned. Some are related to customers, projects, requirements, depending upon what model you want to do. The Fibonacci series, force ranking, if there's some backgrounds on some of these other ones. We'll go into the national, here's one. There's different ones in NPAIR. There's a different model it's incorporated. We won't go into that one on this particular one. That'll be a future video. But we'll go into illustrating one of our performance models here, National Office Supply. And we'll bring up the demographics for that. So this just shows you a little bit of some of the information we've collected. And as you know, if we click on the ID, then we can look at some of our competencies within each of those. So this is some of the information that's collected. And if we were to go into more detail on this, you can see some of the behaviors where it's tied into. And then if there's narratives associated with it, in this case, here's some of the criteria. You can put your values in, weight them, and then that can be used to, how you want to look at all of your staff and how they all compare on that side of it, depending upon the values and the weighting that you're going to assign with that. So we will, and we're going to do a couple of reports just to illustrate how you can do some of this. So we're going to look at performance, do a search on the performance reports, and we'll do one here, just looking at a specific resource. One of the resources, a senior director or a director that was working for me that was very good when I was working at Burlington. So I'll just bring that up, Burlington Code, resource, we'll look at Ray, and we'll just show you. Some of this is not his information, is not actually his information. This is brought up to illustrate that you can have several types of scoring models depending upon how you want to put those in and the criteria you evaluated. So we didn't evaluate them, and this is not illustrative of all the criteria within it. So if there's other ones out there who did the some of the evaluations on it, so we can kind of see who did the assessment. That goes back to year 720. Is we're going to show you some of the scoring reports there, and we'll just show you one. Some of these are they're balanced. There's the balance scorecard. We'll show you that one, but the scoring profile, it just collects all the information. But just to illustrate how you can do this, if you weren't you were using a paper-based model, so we will go into that scoring model. And National Office Supply, and so somebody can, whoever's doing the assessment, if there's a project associated, then we can look at the scores, any comments on that, and we'll also look at the balanced scorecard and we're going to say we're going to link into Burlington and show you here's some of the criteria for Burlington by the Balance Score by organization. So they'll scroll up and scroll down. Some of the charters, organizational charters, will also tie into this. You can probably slow some of this stuff down. Some of it continuous